YouTube scrolling. Caught a money junkie, we done got the conversation rolling. Hit up Blue and ask him which one his parlay's going. Call a couple hours later, asking for another one. Why? This one just hit. This shit just hit. The Convojunkiess came to talk their shit. Just go out there and talk your shit. This shit just hit. I hit the 10X too. The Convojunkiess came to talk their shit. You go out there and talk your shit. If you need stats on last week game, to tune into my dogs. We having conversation about anything involving ball. See, when it come to football, past the days, we love the Steelers. And when it come to analytics, Bruno Wallace business. Strapping up my cleats, I'm on the field, but still won't cruise my tennis. Compare the new cats to the OGs, damn, he run like him.
Welcome back to another episode of Convojunkiess, man. We got all the guys here today, man. It's your boy Mitch.
It's your boy Blue.
And it's your boy Money Junkie.
And we got a special guest with us today, man. We got the NFL prospect, superstar, my dog, DT, man.
He the reason that y'all get to see my face. Ain't got no heart, I fuck a bitch and leave. Pass all his Christmas trees lying in the pit. Mama tell him I'm a different breed. He ain't watch the words he say, so he don't get to breathe. We kick the dough, he told me leave the money, take the lead. We so tried, we ain't giving no pass. Got the turn that boy ass, he ain't giving no cash. Y'all cheap ass, eyes better think fast. Kill a nigga, hit the field,
and he's got a touchdown.
Hey, it's your boy DT, Deven Thompson. From here, Savannah, Georgia. Born and raised. For my schools right now, I went to Stetson, started off my freshman year in college, and I transferred to Edward Waters. Finished my senior year out there in Williamsburg, Virginia, at William & Mary. You know, just had a decent season. You know, nothing too crazy, but the highlights though show.
Yeah, we gonna drop some of that in there.
Yeah, for sure.
DT,
we call him Mr. Head Tap. He gonna get on one.
80-20.
Yeah.
Mr. 90-10.
Yeah. All the nicknames, man. But just blessed to be with the guys, man. It's just a blessing to be here, you know?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh, yeah, they got that boy PR trained.
Come on, all right, man. So, you know, you got the pro day coming up and stuff. When your pro day is? 24th, right? That's what you said?
Yeah.
24th, you know what I'm saying? So, what kind of measurables you trying to get out there? What kind of numbers you got?
I'm reaching for I think my biggest number gonna be my vertical jump. I'm trying to push 40. 40 inch, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. 40 or higher. My 40 time, I'm reaching for like a 4.47, 4.48. Right now I'm at a 4.5 flat. So it's like I could get that. Yeah, it's pushing it right there. Mm-hmm. And you know, 3-cone drill, broad jump, all that's gonna be easy. That's just athletic stuff. And then after that, it's just running routes. So that's what I did all my life. So, oh yeah. By the way, I'm a receiver, but you know, you gonna see it. But
he really an athlete. He go receiver. He go DB.
High school, man. But
so my question for you is, all right, going into this NFL combine, you know, it's basically kind of like a process. You know, getting your name out there and everything like that. Sure. Having all these scouts looking for these prospects and trying to figure out what is it. Would you say that makes you stand out? What would you say is like, this is what I'm known for, this is what I do on the field that you know I should be picked?
From my prospect, I feel like as if I'm a deep threat. So like a lot of my passes, I was top 15 in the nation, whether that's FBS or FCS. I was for yards per catch. So like I average take 21 yards a catch. Mm-hmm. So like
Alex Pearson over there.
Like, come on now. Rather, I was top 10 in FCS, and then if I was in the FBS, I would have been top 8. Okay. So like, I really got the numbers to show that I could be a deep threat, whether that's up top or just like running past guys, and it shows on my film. So, and then just me being able to jump out the gym, I feel like, you know, I've always been known to be able to jump. So I think that's one big reason I can be able to get picked.
Okay, that's what's up. So you just had your senior year, everything like that. You know, you and your team, y'all had a pretty good season. All the numbers you put up, especially your quarterback. What would you say is the advice you would give for the next class coming up and their process about doing the same thing that y'all did?
I mean, just put your head down and grind. That's the most biggest thing you can do. Rather, don't compare yourself. Comparison is the worst thing you can do to yourself because you compare. Comparison is killer joy. So, comparing other people getting more touches than you or just getting like more yards than you, don't even matter. Rather, you just putting your head down and grind, trying to get the numbers that you want, and just working hard. Somebody gonna see you regardless. So that's always been my motto, rather since high school. So I didn't get the biggest offers, coming out of high school. Being from Savannah, we had some big names coming out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But
I would say, I didn't interrupt you, but I would say, maybe that class right before us, but our class was the one that really put the city on the map.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
that 2019, 2020 classes, we really did put football on the map for Savannah. So I would just say, just put your head down the ground and just gonna come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us what it was like growing up. You're a 912 baby.
Yeah.
Your first 2 schools was in Florida. You ain't go too far.
Yeah.
Tell us about going all the way out there to Virginia for your last year, man.
Yeah, so being from Savannah, small city, but everybody know everybody, but it's all love, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then going to Florida, experiencing Florida weather, Florida, Florida lifestyle is faster than where I'm from, faster than from here. So it was different, but I got used to it real quick. And then going from my last year to William & Mary and Virginia, it really slowed down, you know what I'm saying? It made me hone into my craft for sure, because I didn't know nobody out there. I'm 7.5 hours away from home. So it really just made me focus on, school and football. That's it. That's all you got. The next 8 to 10 months is going to be you and that ball. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like that's the reason I had the great season that I had.
So out of all the great seasons that you've had, can you narrow down? I ain't gonna say like your one special, your favorite moment, but can you give us like a top 3 moments of your college career?
My whole college career?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I feel like my first one was, it might not be all extravagant, but my first one was scoring my first touchdown in college at Stetson. It wasn't the best, the prettiest touchdown.
A little slant, a little 2-yard slant. I remember.
Quick little slant sitting in the end zone by myself, but it was like my first one, you know what I'm saying? My first of many. I went to Edward Waters, had a decent 2 seasons there, but on my first season there actually playing, I had scored a game-winning touchdown against Albany State.
Okay.
And when I say that, was like, we was on like a 5-game win streak. So for us to be able to come back and win that game, me and catching the game winner, that was an awesome moment. And then the recent year, this past year, I had a game against Elon. I had 3 catches for 81 yards and then like 2 touchdowns.
I remember that went to the group chat.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so it was like that game. It was homecoming for us.
So it was
really good. It was turned out the game for sure. It was one of the deepest games we had the season. So for me to show out in front of these people, it was like, number 7 is really like that. You know
it was great because damn near every week, bro. I was looking at your stats and I'm like, damn, this thing.
Yeah, you had a streak. I ain't gonna lie, but you was going
it would be like a 2 catch, 80 yards.
You know what I'm saying?
3 catches, 90, but those are my top 3 moments for sure.
Okay.
This ain't really a question, you know what I'm saying? But this from me personally. It ain't nothing bad though. Like, even though you about to go to the draft in front of the city, we grew up together.
Right.
Most importantly, I'm just happy you graduated. You still got that college degree.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing for sure.
Man, facts. Definitely absolutely proud of you and all your accomplishments, man. So, we got everything going on right now with the NFL, the combine, and things of that nature.
Right.
Is it anything that you like and that you seeing on Far From Tape that you want to shout out? Any other names or anybody that's comparable to your game or anything that you trying to get out of it, or what's your thoughts on that?
Really, I'm learning from a lot of these receivers and stuff like that. The receivers was just filmed today, and they're, especially the 40 times. That's one of my biggest things I want to get down, and the way they start off, taking off from the line. That's really one of the biggest things that I'm trying to get into and hone into. So I've really been studying how they take off. Like receiver from Mississippi State, he just ran like a 4.26.
The 4.26.
I'm like, jeez. Don't get me wrong. He's a smaller guy, but that's still just blazing fast. So taking that from them, it's just. And then the quarterback just ran today. He ran like a 4.37, 3.9, or something like that. But
do y'all think he gonna stay a quarterback?
They better not do him like Lamar.
I think that's why quarterbacks like Lamar didn't run the 40. You know what I'm saying? Because of reasons like he almost too damn athletic. He almost too damn athletic to be just throwing the ball. You know what I'm saying?
So, but just catching with your and like other drills says like the gauntlet drill, you gotta catch with your hands, going down the line real quick, trying to take it. Don't take your eyes off the ball because it's gonna come. It's gonna come fast. So
coming quick.
yeah. So
this is really for all of y'all. But anything y'all like as far as any or the top 10 picks or anything of that nature, y'all feel like y'all got any like crazy takes on where anybody's going or anything like that?
As of right now, because the draft stocks could change, any hour of the day. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like this specific combine really put a lot of the, I don't want to say necessarily smaller guys on the map, but a lot of the athletes, like some of the backups, you know what I'm saying? Some of the guys that's not even going top 10, you know what I'm saying? And it really shot their stock up, you know what I'm saying, with their, measurables that they was able to drop, within the last couple of days. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a couple guys. It was a couple guys that really surprised me. I want to say the running back from Arkansas.
Oh, the one that was on the phone.
Yeah, I think he ran like a 4.33. Yeah, something like that. Fastest back at the draft. You would have thought it was gonna be Jeremiah Love. You know what I'm saying? But just seeing stuff like that, it really like kind of opened your eyes to not just the top guys on the board, at the big schools, but some of the other guys too. You know what I'm saying? Opening up the stuff for them. So that's kind of that's really what I like about this year's combine specifically.
Y'all know I'm a defensive guy. Whose name who been sticking out to me and I feel like still gonna stick out to me is Caleb Downs.
Yeah, for sure.
Safety. I feel like when he actually get to the league, where he gonna make his presence known his first year, just like. Because I live there, so I just feel like my boy Caleb go shot. I love defense players.
Yeah.
Speaking of that name, I was finna say somebody that stood out for me that I want to shine a light on was Sonny Styles, also from Ohio State. Like
him and his brother, both of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and they kind of question me like, is he maybe arguably the best linebacker coming out of this draft? Because I know about our rivalries.
Yeah,
and I know. I mean, if you really want to say, not Bailey.
That's the DN from Texas
the DN from Texas Tech. But it's like,
are we talking all about? Because that's two different positions.
That's an outside backer.
Sonny Styles, he
off ball backer, right? But I'm saying just as far as like the top defensive players coming off the board, right?
So is he like the TJ Watt? It is TJ as a
no. David Bailey will kind of be more like a TJ Watt. Yeah.
Is he more like a TJ like? They list him as a linebacker, but
yeah. Okay. But Styles, he's an
off-ball. Yeah, facts.
Two different types of ball players.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. No, you good. Just like him, putting his name out there is arguably the best. Because I know Caleb Downs, like you already said, but just like out of all these Ohio State players, because all of them came from the same program.
Right.
Like, I just felt like that was a name that stood out to me.
Yeah, like you said, with Sonny Styles, I remember.
All right, so just to bring it back in after those technical difficulties, we ended off on the NFL Combine. With that being said, I'm gonna bring it into the a little bit of light on this next NFL season and what we got going on across the league. We done had some new coaching hires around, as well as some coaching fires. So I'm gonna just ask y'all about how y'all feel we're gonna get some grades on these new coaching hires. And because BT is possibly a candidate for one of those teams, we just gonna
not possible. He is a candidate.
Yeah.
He just
like possibly for like who, right, what I'm saying? Because this is like 9 out of 32. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But we all know what's going on. Y'all know how it go. But with that being said, the first team we got, Arizona coach Mike LaFleur.
I'll give that
coming from Los Angeles.
Yeah. I give that like a B. Honestly, they need help on the offensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? They got the playmakers on the side of the ball, but I think they just needed an offensive-minded guy to really try to, turn that around.
Okay. Dev?
I was going to say B minus.
B minus? Okay. I give it I don't want to. I give it also a B just because
It's not bad.
yeah, it's not bad. You know, I agree. I don't really think they have too much offensive talent just because they don't know what they're doing at the quarterback position.
True. Yeah.
But I do feel like
I was gonna say, well, are you still talking about Arizona? Do y'all think they get rid of Kyler?
oh he's as good as gone. They already said that he's not coming back. Like that's guaranteed. They just got to figure out what they can get for him or if they're gonna release him.
Yeah.
Because of his contract. But
Of course, you're gonna try to get something for him.
Yeah, but
so you don't have to, pay all that money.
True,
But
he for sure not playing that next year. Our next coach, Atlanta, Kevin Stefanski, coming from Cleveland.
No, just playing. I give it a B. I ain't too mad at it because I ain't too mad at it because I feel like the Falcons. Respectfully, you made me watch them last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have a nice, like they have a nice team. They needed a head coach to bring their chemistry together. And I feel like Stefanski, he don't have to do as much work as he did in Cleveland. I feel like he'll be all right.
I give that like an A-, right? Because he is a former 2-time coach of the year. You know what I'm saying? What is he specifically good at? I don't know.
Offense.
But I mean,
doing the best with what he can.
Yeah.
Doing the best with what he got.
Sure. Yeah, I give it an A-. He bringing some, like you said, offensive, his offensive talents over there with y'all boys. And I feel like that's where y'all, not that y'all was lacking, because y'all got the guys on the offensive side of the ball, but y'all really it will be between the coach himself and what y'all do going forward with the quarterback position.
Yeah, I feel like that's our biggest question mark. I personally give the grade B+ because I do like, as well as what you brought up about him being the 2-time coach of the year, like what he can do with limited assets. Granted, he kind of was handicapped by the quarterback position in Cleveland.
Right.
And we don't really have our quarterback situation answered in Atlanta. But I do feel like we had the necessary foundations for the team. With our next coach in mind, we do have the Cleveland Browns getting Todd Monken to pair with Shedeur Sanders. How y'all feel about that grade?
For me, it's hard to grade him because going into Cleveland, it's all about the situation, right? Because their situation is never great. You know what I'm saying? They still dealing with Deshaun Watson
contract.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like going into like, you can only do so much, you know what I'm saying? So if he's bad this year, it's like
they got 2 first-round picks, and I mean they got a little foundation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They do because they really don't have to do too much on the defense side of the ball. It's more about the offense side of the ball. But as far as coaching goes, Todd Monken, former Ravens offensive coordinator,
former Georgia offense coordinator, 2-time champion,
2-time champion. I'm not going to say I hope he can turn it around, because I am a Steelers fan. But I will say if he can turn it around, that would raise the grade for me. But right now, I got to give it a C. Just because it's just a bad situation regardless.
Okay. What about you?
You finished? Yeah, I'm going to say I agree. Just because of the situation he already in. But like you said, they still got drafts.
Yeah, they still got a draft.
But I say... Let me now that I'm actually thinking about it.
Yeah, y'all division. I'm like, it's basically like, how scared are y'all of him? Like, if y'all,
I'm not.
Y'all not fearing the Todd Monken.
We've been able to stop Lamar. Like Lamar does not have a good record against the Steelers.
He doesn't.
You know
what I'm saying?
26 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Or no, he got a little more. They did whoop up on us the last year.
That's what I said. He only has 2 wins versus us. Lamar only beat us 3 because they beat us in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but besides that, I'm not fearful.
We always find a way to lose to Cleveland every year, so it's 1-1. But what I was about to say with that, I don't know who they're gonna put at quarterback. I don't know if they're gonna let Deshaun play. Hopefully they do. So
they say it's either out of Deshaun or Shedeur.
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully they let Deshaun play, so he makes bad decisions and they lose.
Okay. Besides his character, let's not act like Deshaun Watson.
But I'm saying he ain't played in so long.
The last of what we seen from
was not him.
Like don't get me wrong, Deshaun at his best was top 5, arguably top 3. But how long ago?
I'm going off what I've seen.
They've been some years.
I'm going off the last time we seen him, he didn't play good. So I'm hoping it just like that.
I mean, we didn't see him that much though.
True.
Because he got hurt, and then he been.
Well,
He was bad when he was in. He was bad when he was in.
Yeah, but he made plays when he was into. I ain't gonna lie. He was bad, but he definitely was making plays for sure.
He made more bad plays than good plays too.
Sure.
That's why I said, depending on who's that quarterback is going to determine the actual season. Because y'all know I'm always root for the black man, the black quarterback. But I'm on Shadir's side. I want Shadir to succeed wherever he go. No downfall on Deshaun. Oh, good.
I was just saying, like, regardless, I'm not gonna give him no grade, but when you got Myles Garrett at the end getting sack records, I mean, it's not too much you can do. Just you have to worry about on defense. Just get
the offense together. That's what I'm saying. And we seen that Todd Monken can call the offense. Like he can, get that side of the ball going. So I guess it's all about him as a head coach being a leader of men at that point. We got the Baltimore Ravens hiring Jesse Minter.
And I feel like that's a complete opposite of the Cleveland situation, right? Because you already got a made team. You know what I'm saying? So if you do good, you're supposed to do good. You know
they're gonna say that regardless, even if it wasn't necessarily that coach.
As far as Jesse Minter goes, he had a great defense in LA. And I think
he was a former
Ravens coach. Yeah. So if anything, I feel like he should do nothing but elevate the team. You know what I'm saying? That's what he should do.
So what you give it? What's the?
I give it like a B plus. I get it like a B plus.
B plus, you?
I definitely said B plus or A minus. But I was gonna say does he correct his offensive coordinator for calling out Lamar, so to speak? Cause I don't feel like as the new offensive coordinator he should have called out Lamar talking about coming into the OTAs or whatever. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
I don't feel like you should have did that with your star player.
I get both sides of it only because it's not like he didn't call out Lamar specifically, but everybody knew he was talking about
That's what I'm saying.
Lamar.
I don't feel like you should have did that. You being new, the head coach knew.
I get it, but it's like you're trying to set a standard for the team, and it's like, yeah, you could point to Lamar. I could play devil advocate, right? Like I say, you could stay from his perspective. He's trying to set a precedent for the team. We trying to come in with a new mindset. Clearly, what y'all have been doing hasn't been working so far. Granted, you got 2 MVPs, but what has that led y'all? Y'all, if anything, y'all on the decline.
Close y'all got is the AFC Championship. Y'all ain't even been in the Super Bowl.
You know what I'm saying?
For almost 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
So, but then from Lamar's perspective, it's like what you said. Like you're just getting here. You're brand new. Are you really that established? Yeah, you got a coaching resume, but you know what I'm saying. You haven't done much either. So it's like from both perspectives, it's like I think he should have talked to Lamar personally about that instead of bringing it to the public.
Is that like give me the respect I'm gonna give you versus you going publicly with it? And I feel like the head coach should have had that established with the offensive coordinator. Now you coming in. And depending on how Lamar took it as well, you gonna have attention drawn when they do get with each other. So that's how I feel it should have been.
All I want to say about that is I feel like because of the power that Steve Bisciotti, the owner, Baltimore Ravens owner, gave to Lamar, like as they was getting the new head coaching position after John Harbaugh and like helping bring in Jesse Minter, and then with this new contract that he about to get. He trying to restructure his contract right now. With all of that going on, I feel like all signs is on Lamar at this point. You know what I'm saying? So it's only really so much blame I'm gonna put on the coaches for whatever they talking about.
Right. So what'd you give it?
I'll get her the grade of A- because I feel like where they needed most of their help was on defense. Like for the most part, if you got a healthy Lamar Jackson, you guarantee at least 11 to 12 wins a season. And they still got Derrick Henry. Granted, we're gonna see what they do, trying to get some more weapons around them, getting that offensive line back to work. But the defense, like the Ravens' identity is defense. Like the AFC North identity is defense. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
Well, not the Bengals.
Yeah, but that's because of the joke. That's them.
but guess what? If they would have had a good defense when they had a middle of the pack defense, they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's all about defense with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Before, like I said, before Joe got there, he was good defensive players.
We got our next grade. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers hire head coach Mike McCarthy. Previously the Cowboys head coach, but you got A+.
We'll give him an A+ just because I know he's gonna come in with a great offensive mindset. What we need is that we need that because we for some reason our offense can't put points on the board, but every 3 games. So I know our defense gonna lock in, so I'm not too much worried about them. I feel like we about to get our safety back to shine. So our defense is going to be fine. We definitely needed this offensive mindset coming in. So I got not the highest of hopes, but I got, I'm being optimistic about it. I got very good thoughts about Mike McCarthy coming.
It's crazy. He did not have no energy for any no other hires. Look at the Steelers.
A+.
Dev, as a Steelers fan, you want to jump in on it? You can say this from a fan perspective.
I give it a B. He's an offensive, like you said, offensive-minded coach, so he's gonna come in and make things shake. We need some help. As a fan, we need some help on the offensive side. But got your boy right here. But shout myself out real quick. So,
no, we need another player.
They need a wide receiver. But damn sure do.
Come on, man.
But I think he can make it work.
DK?
Come on, man. Hey, AJ Brown
He'll get a rookie contract too, so we good.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. At first, when they first announced this shit, I was like, bro.
Yeah, you didn't like it, and I loved it at the time for y'all. Go ahead.
I didn't like it at first, but then I'm not gonna lie. When he did his little interview, his first interview, yeah, not even convinced me, but like that said, it made me a little more optimistic. Like, okay, at least we see like he really want this shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Pittsburgh guy. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in that area. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like at this point right now, it's about bringing some shit back to the crib.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say he gonna get us a Super Bowl, but I will say
it's only up from here.
It could, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, look, man, I just want to win the playoff game.
So what you get a grade, man?
I get right now. I'm with that A+, nigga. I give like a B+. I give like
okay. I'm gonna give it a B+ too, but I gotta ask this: is just is A-Rod gonna come back? Is this gonna be the rerun of what they had in Green Bay?
All signs are pointing to that, but I mean, if not. Shit, we just gonna.
I don't even care if we keep A-Rod. As long as Cam don't retire, bro. I don't want to see that yet.
I think I got him on the contract for like another year.
Yeah, this is
last year, but I felt like he was just gonna retire, but I want to see him win.
I do too, but I just want to see him win another playoff.
Yeah. Him or TJ.
Something.
Next grade up, we got the New York Giants, and me personally, I'm gonna get this A- to an A+, depending on what they do with the draft. But that's just me. How y'all feeling? Hardball. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, my bad. The New York Giants getting previous Baltimore Ravens head coach John Harbaugh.
I'm gonna give it an A. Yeah, I know, big fan of scat. So, but we can't really say John is, like y'all said earlier, not necessarily a offensive or a defensive mind. He's just a team coach. I feel like he's gonna get the best out of his players there. And, like I said, I'm a big fan of Scat. So I know it's him, Scat, Dart, and Leak coming back. It's gonna be a great show to watch. And if they defense hold up too, Giants will look nice.
Yeah, they got the makings of a great team. And like the bones of it. You know what I'm saying?
And I can kind of piggyback off what you're saying. It's like I would give it an A too, but the grade is so high because it's like they kind of like a perfect match, right? Because you got a coach who got some continuity behind him. He got Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? He had success with his team. You know what I'm saying? And you got a young team. Like you said, you got the stars on the team. You got the bones or something. You build a good body on that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it was a perfect pairing between the two. So I give
that might have been the best. Go ahead. I said this might have been the best one out of all of the new coach hires. this might have been the best fit.
Mm-hmm.
I say that.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I feel like John Harbaugh and Atlanta would have been a great fit. That's just
That didn't happen. So
you're right. I do agree. Like, this was unbiasedly the best match that could have happened. And then they have a top 10 pick, so it's like
well, how else can they get better?
How else can they get better? Like, they could use that. Well, I kind of want them to get more on the offensive line and protect Jackson Dart, but that'll be a story for
also what I was trying to say is that John Harbaugh, he allows the team to be themselves, and he got a lot of young stars on the way. So
personality,
he got a lot of personality. So they gonna be able to be themselves on the big spotlight in New York. So it's like that franchise itself is gonna be under a microscope. And I feel like Harbaugh is the type of coach that would really control that and be able to let them explore and expand from that. So
yes sir.
And he ain't gonna try to control them like Lazarus did.
Yeah. I don't think they boys try to control them.
It was just like boom.
Not the one before they ball. The short fat ball head one.
That's they
I wasn't taking that.
But he just it's no pressure against him because he a great offensive player.
Right.
You know
he got a coach of the year.
Yeah. So it's just that was his first time being a head coach. You know what I'm saying? So
and they didn't really give him too much to work with.
Yeah, he really did.
He got the best out of Daniel Jones.
Facts.
And then them boys traded Saquon.
Yeah.
So it's like
what are you
and
to be real, the Giants was one of the best ass teams we ever seen. Because I ain't gonna say every game they was in, but most of the games they was in.
Before the season started, I said the Giants would be a team really to watch.
And it's not like they had a great season, but it was something to build on.
Fact. And they, like I said, they one of the best, being the worst teams. Because all the games they played were
can't come back up.
Oh, facts. Can't
Yeah.
Him and Lee.
Yeah. But I definitely like James being better in the locker room.
James, he does bring the New York energy to him.
He gonna ever have a bag, but he can just as soon as he stop playing football, bro, he gonna be on talk shows. He probably gonna be on Dancing with the Stars.
And then all the players vouch for him. They say he's a great teammate.
The last team we got the Las Vegas Raiders hiring a former offense coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks, Clint Kubiak, with the number 1 overall pick in his hands. So, what's the grade on this hire?
I'm not gonna lie. Before we had got Mike McCarthy, this was him or Brian Flores. Was my two. Yes, bro.
We definitely
offensive minded guy. Mike McCarthy is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't talking about us right now. I would give anywhere he went, even though this is not the best situation, but he got talent on that side of the ball. I get his A. Yeah, just because of him.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. And he got like you said, he got no more draft pick too, though.
So they getting Fernando. Him and Mendoza. I mean, come on now. Everybody know they get Mendoza.
Yeah.
Is Mendoza the best quarterback to you in the draft?
I mean,
he ain't got too much competition.
I'm gonna say no.
Who you got?
Buddy, right? That's you.
That's
mine.
He about to be like a
fourth round. Pick. Yeah, third round, fourth round.
If he get in it, I feel like he gonna do something. And that's me being unbiased though.
No, go ahead.
Even though that's my team or whatever, I still feel like he gonna. If he get in the league and get an opportunity,
I mean, yeah.
I don't know about all that, but I will say,
it's not a very quarterback in the draft though.
I mean, who like you just said, who's all that?
Ty Simpson,
yeah,
Drew Allen, Alabama. Yeah. I mean, it's not a very quarterback heavy draft to begin with, which is why Fernando is the consensus because it's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks, and he's really like coming off the Heisman, coming off the championship,
coming off the undefeated season.
Yeah, and the stats he did, but like everything he
in the university.
Everything he did was better than any other quarterback this year. Okay. And then coming from Cal State, like you didn't know who Fernando was before,
right? Exactly. Because I was gonna say, is it him or is it the coaching?
No. It's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I mean, he still got all the measurables, the 6'5", the 220, like
6'5".
Yeah,
that boy.
Yeah,
seems like you're not that tall.
You wouldn't have
Just because he not, I promise you, it's because he ain't got no drip, bro.
And like, yeah,
No drip,
He's a straight country boy.
He'll get a 6'5" drip.
Nah, bro. He ain't got no sleeve. You not Jalen. What bro from Arkansas, bro? Taylor Green or Jalen Green? I can't remember. Bro that ran the crazy 40.
Yeah.
He looked like he was 6'5". You know what I'm saying? He got a little drip on.
I did not know that those are the 6'5".
Yeah.
My apologies.
And you the championship run when he ran, but for the touchdown, I was like, come on now, like, so he's solid. Like, he the prospect of. I ain't gonna give him like no Trevor Lawrence or nothing like that, but out of this draft, he the best of what it is. It's really just a deep position draft.
Yeah.
Hey, Trevor, them boys gonna respect you next year.
I'm not a Trevor Lawrence.
They boys gonna respect you, Trevor.
If it's anybody that blue hate, it's Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones.
No, I don't hate either of them boys. It's not really.
They may be hating on Trevor.
Oh God, bro.
I don't like Trevor. I ain't gonna lie.
I never thought he was the number one pick.
I don't like Trevor.
2 weeks ago.
I don't like Trevor. I ain't gonna lie.
I done told him a couple times.
Man, it's just ain't not special about him. I don't get it. Anyway, Sunshine, that's what it is. Just for a bonus pick, I just do want to add. I just want to throw this one in there. We ain't got to make it nothing real long, but how y'all feel about Mike McDaniels, former head coach of the Miami Dolphins, being the new OC in Los Angeles for the Chargers?
That's honestly going from coast to coast like that was probably good for him. Because it was never a problem with him. I don't think he was definitely too lax of a head coach for sure. But as far as the playbook, play calling, I don't think it was him. You know what I'm saying?
Pairing him with Justin Herbert.
Yeah,
that's gonna be good.
That's gonna be good.
It's gonna be Justin,
and they got the weapons.
Because I'm not gonna lie, boom. But never mind. I ain't gonna take too long. I was about to give y'all a scenario, but I'm not gonna.
I said I like it. You know, him with Justin. It's about time Justin showed that he can win a game like at the part game. You know, he had that little stretch at the beginning of the game and didn't do nothing after. So
yeah,
I mean, everybody gonna blame the injuries, the offense, then the O line.
Yeah, they had the worst O line in the league by the end of the season. So.
Again, we want to appreciate our boy Deven Thompson for coming on to the stage and joining us, giving his insight on what it was like in his NFL. Excuse me.
We gotta give him the PR handshake. We on camera.
Excuse me, about his college experience and what it's like going into this draft process. We ask that y'all like, comment, and subscribe on this video. That's being said, we'll see y'all soon. Peace out.
Which one his parlay's going? Call a couple hours later, asking for another one. Why? This one just hit. This shit just hit. The Convojunkiess came to talk they shit.